what piece of advice would you have for someone discerning a service year or someone that's about to start one?
Let me see. I think that no matter how supported you feel, if you're in a school setting that you know people that have done a volunteer year, or if your family's supportive of it, which for me, luckily, both those things were true. I think it's still kind of a countercultural choice, right? To say I'm not going to use my degree to go make money. That's just not something that people are used to seeing. But I think that push through. If you're trying to make the decision, you need to. You probably already have it in your heart that you're ready for this opportunity, and that discomfort of picking something that the world maybe isn't used to seeing in a 21 or 22 or 23-year-old person, of making kind of a choice to do something different is hard. But I think that by even kind of being halfway down the discernment journey, you're readier than you think you are, and you don't, even if you don't feel supported or sure what it's going to mean, it will still reap so many benefits and change your life for the better.
I was between four and one other program, which was more of like a research-based program. And I think like the big question that I tried to ask myself when I was deciding between the two, but whether I wanted to go or how I wanted to view like social health and social injustice, because I thought the two that gave me like pretty different perspectives on how to tackle that problem, and that was something that I was pretty passionate about. And I ended up choosing Secours because I think I thought correctly, was going to give me a really personal view into that, and like a view kind of informed by like individual people that I could talk to and interact with. And one of the best decisions that I made. It definitely helped me grow in ways that I thought I would never have grown or needed to grow even. But yeah, it was a fantastic year.
I hadn't really ever known anybody to do a year of service or anything like this, especially faith-based service. And so it was really intimidating to come in and really have no idea what it was going to be like. And like kind of no concept of what the year was going to look like. And it was so important to be open throughout all of that. It was kind of a huge leap of faith, and that's not something I'm really good at, like taking huge chances with stuff. So just be really open with looking at different programs, finding the one that's right for you, and just being open to everything the experiences bring. It's going to be different. That's the point. But being open is so important to like really getting everything out of it.
At this point, I know this is just, it's a funky year for everyone. That people considering service right now are probably not on their campuses, and are on like a different timeline, but there is so much richness, both during your year of service and after. It doesn't end there. And the gift of presence and being comfortable doing nothing was, I think, the biggest gift of last year. I was joking with one of my housemates, Maggie, last week that we are particularly prepared for shelter-in-place and quarantine, because we learned how to have fun on a tight budget, how to be present to each other, how to, cook together, ask deeper questions, and care for each other in a really specific and special way. And it goes beyond caring for your roommates, but caring for your neighborhood and caring for your community. You will be a part of many different communities next year. You'll have your community at home. You'll have your neighborhood. That's a very special thing that Bon Secours does, is living and working in similar neighborhoods and communities. And love you, Maggie. And you will also have your work community and a new city to call home. So lean into it.
I think the biggest thing for me was to be open, and I think that sounds a little bit cliched, but a lot of my fears and insecurities, threatened to kind of like hold me back. Whether that was like fears or insecurities about, living in community or living in a different neighborhood or moving far away from home, whatever it was, I think really, really embracing the challenge and just being open to the journey and to the process. And it's going to be bumpy and it's going to have rough patches, but at the end, you're just left with this incredible gift. And I think that's what the year of service was for me. It was a gift that I could never repay, because it really, like, it continues to give in my life today, and it will continue to give, I think, for as long as I live.